Break a leg. I'm gonna try and keep my legs intact.
Eric,
Hey, how's it going?
it's going well. I won my game, and I played a London, but I
Ooh,
was white.
I saw the beginning of it, but I didn't see the end of it. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks. You're not live yet, are you?
I am live. I just went live.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, chat, say hello to Levy. Hello to Levy's chat too. Hope you guys
Yeah,
are ready.
you got a lot of people who showed up here, and I think they like you more.
Hmm.
I think somebody who likes your stream said uh, that they're watching your stream. They told me in my chat they're watching your stream instead of my stream
Hmm.
because you're less arrogant.
Oh. Well, you're more confident, so
Well,
there's always two sides to the coin.
I'm not so sure. I feel as though you're like extremely confident. I feel like it's just like you're like just you don't have to say anything. You just
I'm
speak
not sure about
softly.
that.
No?
I really don't know, but I mean, when you say that, you sound confident, so maybe that's true, but maybe it's
When
not.
when I say that about you?
Yeah, just when you talk, you have a very, I guess, confident vibe, which I try and live up to, but it's difficult sometimes. Oh, it's just your New York vibe, maybe.
Maybe we just change the title of the stream like two IMs
Just
talking,
chatting, yeah.
complimenting each other. Yeah.
We should change the category. No more London match.
Oh, I'm streaming this entire event in the just chatting category. By the way, I'm trying to see it.
Oh, you're experimenting.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not.
I believed you. That's kind of the thing to do these days, to attract a different audience.
Yes, yes. Well, they're gonna pop up and be like, "Wow, who's this guy with the beautiful green screen?" We should probably do some sort of like formal. We should do like a formal introduction of some
really?
sort, right?
I didn't really prepare any speech, but
No.
I mean, yeah, we can do something maybe for the future YouTube people. I usually don't have like any formal.
I
I
know.
don't have a hello everyone. I don't have hey guys. But
Hey guys,
yeah.
this is Eric, and I did notice that you time it very well from when it happened in the stream. But yeah, basically we had this match with Chiyu, and somebody in the comments wrote, "You should do this with Eric Rosen," and I was like, "That's a good idea." I don't remember your name, but maybe I'll put it in the YouTube thumbnail, and maybe it's already made, so I don't know if I can do that. So Eric, you want to do this? He said yes.
No, I saw that YouTube comment too. I think some of the best ideas ever are born out of random YouTube comments. It's incredible.
Yes and no, because some of them are also pretty terrible.
That's true. Yeah, there's a wide variety of ideas.
Also, I think I kind of coerced you into the 100. I just copied the thumbnail from last time, but I think we're wagering 20 subs, right? That's the...
Yes, I believe so. There's always like I had a match, and some match several months ago where there was like a misunderstanding, and like I paid my competitor afterwards, and then they refunded me because there was a whole misunderstanding. But yes, I'll if you take down my London, I'll give you 20 subs.
All right. Any final thoughts before we? Or you have anything?
Just
to say?
So one technical question. I know like people in chat want me to trash talk, but I'd rather avoid being trashy. So every game I'll be white. So when we rematch, should I just like abort the games that I'm black?
No,
or...
I'll send you a challenge, and the challenge every time will be me playing with black in a 3-2 game.
Okay, cool. Hey, let's go. All right. Think we're good. London time. Let's go. So I did a little bit of prep, but not so much. Yeah, I was expecting c5. He's going to play this early c takes d4, knight h5 line. Oh, bishop e7. Bishop e7. He calls for some like bishop d3. Yeah, this is a main idea. This is a solid line for black. And some idea like queen e2, rook d1. There's a few ways I can avoid this line later on, which I'll address. But okay, maybe knight e5 here. There's a weird idea. It takes, and bishop takes h7, I think just wins. It's nifty. It's in my London course, though, I think. So knight f6 or g6 expected? Knight f6. I could castle. What else to do? Queen c2 or queen b1's the move. Let's castle. Being extra safe. So the whole point of the line for black was to get the bishop, which he didn't get. He just moved his knight back and forth. And I got a couple of free tempi with this and castling, which is nice. The knight moves for, is that like the 4th time? So f4 is pretty typical, though f4 can run into c4, queen b6, hitting both pawns. So I do have to be careful. Queen h4. I mean, there's some queen g4. Actually, c4. c4 is a typical move here. It probably makes sense because I'm just ahead in development. And yeah, black lost a lot of tempi with the knight. So I want to open the position. There's queen c2 here, looks solid, hitting the pawn. And probably just rook d1. Maybe when the time is right, I'll play e4. I feel like this first game is very important to just get a rhythm, find some flow. Can I take that? It looks like a very juicy pawn to take. Not sure if it works though. I think I'll start with this. A spicy move. I just want to play h5. And if black plays h5, then there's some possibility of sacking. I should always be aware of like the alignment as well. Okay, let's take. So the bishop's going to find a nice diagonal. Probably take with queen. I still want to play this. Open up some line. Wow. So ignoring my pawn storm. I'm considering bishop e4. Let's play h5. Yeah, now there's like nagging pressure on the h file. King g7. So alpha 0 would play this move. But what do I want to play? Oh, there's a cool tactical idea. Queen f4? Idea queen f6. Doesn't quite work though. Okay, let's play this anyway. Thanks for the bits, person. Appreciate that. I'm gonna try and stay focused. So there's some idea queen f6 takes and I would win a piece. But queen f6, king g8. And unfortunately, it doesn't quite work. Which is kind of sad. Play bishop b5. It doesn't really work either. I'm realizing my queen is just misplaced. Queen wants to be here, the bishop wants to be here. Okay, so I kind of lost a tempo there. I mean, okay, the position is very pleasant, but I have to be cognizant of time. Some idea bishop f4, then queen h3, and then eventually taking and invading h6. And queen defends g2 as well, which is nice. c4. What is c4? Explosive. Play this move. Wow, so he just doesn't care about my attack. Okay, so I'll play queen h3. Now I'm threatening to actually take in bishop h6. If rook... Whoa, what is this move? g5. g5 seems very self-destructive. But maybe it's playable? And I can take that, play this in f4. My time... No, let's play h6 first and then bishop g3. I spent a little bit too much time there. I like the position because this pawn's weak. Play this move, threatening bishop e4. Oh, good move. That's annoying. My time. It still looks okay though. Holding on to things. I want to play rook e2. He's getting a little on time as well. Because the structure on the king side is really nice for white. Queen h5 is the threat. Threatening this. But I'm not sure what my plan is. Maybe this move? Always repeat. No draw. Risky move, I'm opening the diagonal. I can defend. Uh-oh. Did I blunder? I think I blundered there. He didn't punish me though. He was about to flag. I'm about to flag. I just want to mate on h7. Here we go. En passant. Oh, look at this mate coming. Oh, it doesn't quite work. Or does it? I don't know. Where's the mate? Oh, under promotion tactic. I have auto queen turned on. Yes. I didn't know what key to hold down. Uh-oh. Okay, so the bishop's going to control a1. Oh, wow. What is this position? Please get fort, please. Ah. So I want to build a fortress. I'm actually building a very pleasant structure. Kind of. Not really. This is very stressful. But everything's defended. Play this move. How do I crack this? Oh, he's very low on time. I'm going to try and torture him. Just a little bit. This should be a draw, though. Oh, be careful. Oh dear. Oh no. Are you serious? I'm losing this. Oh, that's so sad. This is so sad. Unless I can swindle. This is really sad. Can I build a fortress with this? Probably not. How am I losing this? I'm still fighting. I have knight and bishop. He's getting low on time. Please take my bishop, please. So I want to win the pawn first. Ah, he's queening. Okay, I'm threatening a fork. Ah. Yeah, he's gonna win this. This is really sad. Unless I can fight. Wait, let's not blunder a knight. I have to make him work for it. Please play this. Please, please, please. Oh, he's so smart. Let's attack the queen. He's struggling, kind of. And queen is vulnerable. Oh, I struggled more. Ah. Oh, what an insane game. Wow, I was so proud of my under knight promotion. Ah, okay. What a crazy game. That was such a good position. I was nervous though, a little bit. Man, that was 109 moves. Okay, he was a good sport. Alright, new game. London again. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with opening that previous game. Okay, now he's playing a Dutch. So I'll play the London against a Dutch, I guess. I was actually looking at this earlier. I'm wondering if I can play this. Let's try it. It's a weird move. I have not ever looked at the specific position, but yeah, we'll see what happens. How do I close the chat? Okay, the chat was still there, but okay, now it's closed. Okay, let's play c3. Maybe knight c3 is more typical. There's a similar line where white goes for the setup. An eventual idea, like develop the bishop, knight comes to e2. And with knight c3, there can be a lot of build-up against the pawn. Like even here, what does he play against knight? I guess he has knight d5. Like it's almost working. I can play this move. Let's play this move. That's a fun opening. This is not your typical London system. Like early queen f3, early knight c3. But this is what happens when black plays a Dutch. It's just really, really, really strange. And the whole idea is to open the position. Like black's underdeveloped, black's played f5. So I'd like to open the position, generate some threats. I mean, if the knight moves, I'd just take and attack the rook. So I think he has to take. Oh. So with this, I can take king d2 or king d1. Oh, this is getting really crazy. But we're essentially trading rooks, and the knight's going to get trapped. So let's do it. So the idea is after takes, king d2, takes. Black can take back with check, but then king c1. I guess black would be up a pawn, but the knight would be just stuck. And simple idea, king b1, king takes a1. Okay, now this is an interesting move. I have bishop b5. Bishop b5, probably king f7. What is this position? Okay, so at least I free up the f1 square. So if king f7, I can consider taking. Knight c2, king f1, takes, and probably knight f3 in the end. Or even queen a7 in the end. Looks okay. The nice thing is d3 and d1 are controlled, so the queen can't really infiltrate. Knight f3 looks attractive. King can hide on d8, or on g8. Maybe I'll start with knight f3. And then the a7 pawn will be hanging whenever I want to take it. Bishop d6, I can play knight g5. Man, these games are crazy so far. I really have to conserve my time this game. So knight g5. Oh, ooh, what is this move? I mean, knight e5 looks really attractive. Also bishop c4. Maybe bishop c4. And just simple idea, knight g5 check, going after the pawn. Realizing my queen is kind of out of play. Okay, let's go for this. If I take, play queen f3. That's a good move. Allowing g5. Yeah, something went wrong. But the knight's still kind of stuck. Try this. Knight f4. Defending this. Yeah, I think he missed his chance for g5. Let's defend. g5 is still possible, though. Oh, another crazy position. My queen. No, my time. Oh, oh man, I got so low on time. No. Oh man, I think the position was dangerous. I got way too relaxed there. I was calculating bishop c6. I just had to move. Okay, not a great start. I'm liking the positions I'm getting. I just have to move a lot quicker. He's definitely playing more confidently than me. Man. I was only 21 moves compared to the previous game. So I guess I'll wait. Maybe, can he send me a challenge now? Let me see. I don't know if I updated my settings correctly. Friends. I think he's a friend. Is he a friend? Oh, he's not a friend. Ooh. Okay. Let me add him as a friend. Add friend. Okay. Oh, another game. Okay. Let's do this. Let's come back. I'm down 0-2. That's the worst start possible. I'm gonna manage my time. So he's mixing up the responses, which is nice. If he plays b6 here, I play queen f3. And this is a line. If knight c6, I play knight c3. There's a trap d5, knight b5. And if a6, I play d5. So yeah, he's definitely not prepared here. As I checked his games, I don't think he's ever had this position. That's the best move. The usual move here is bishop b4. Because I still want to play d5. And again, d5, knight b5. So some nice opening traps. The main line is bishop b4, bishop d, or no, not bishop d2. Bishop b4, bishop d3, knight d5, and then bishop d2. Yeah, which I think we're going into. I think the engine, I checked this a while ago, the engine gives like a very small plus to white, but nothing too special. Vaguely remember just c4 and play chess. Oh, can I play c4 here though? Well, okay, d5 kind of blocks in the bishop. So I think I'll play some just central strategy and leave the pawns as is. Because it's hard for the bishop to actually like get influence in the game. I probably don't want to play c4. Unless I do. And c4 is actually interesting here. Also, can I just Greek gift? Greek gift looks really attractive. Greek gift, king g6, queen d3, f5. Can also include h4 in that line. I can't resist. Too much fun. It might be dubious, because his bishop is defending e6, and that's relevant in some lines. But again, just too much fun. So it's a question, do I want to play h4 or queen d3 or queen g4? Maybe h4 first. I can actually try and win. Let's see how to do this. Let's play h4 first, threatening h5, provoking rook h8, and then queen d3, and then I take on e6, and f5 should be weak. So the line is this, 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 this. So here, takes. King has to move away from defending the f-pawn, and I assume there should be at least some compensation, except I completely missed h4's hanging. So queen h4 is a huge annoyance. I could play g4. I could play f4 too. He's low on time, but I want to keep the pressure. f4 might be the best approach, just from a practical standpoint. I'll play f4. If rook h4, then I play this threatening queen g3, and whenever he takes, then I win a bunch of pawns. I'm also reinforcing the knight, and preparing queen g3. Actually, queen g3 here is really interesting. Queen g3, queen h8, knight h7, beautiful move. And the other idea is rook here, and then I have queen h3. Queen f7, or queen h7 is a monster threat. I guess he has queen g8. Queen g8, we trade. I'm actually not sure. Oh, I have a plan. Let's start with, oh wait, no, wait. Not queen g3, queen h3. What am I saying? Queen g3 first, rook g4, queen h3. I was about to play queen h3 there initially. That would have been really bad. Okay, so it's very concrete. Rook here, queen here, and then there's actually a couple ideas. I have king f2, rook h1. Ooh. So here's where I thought I had just knight h7. That's probably good for him, though. Wait, I can take on e6. Oh, I have this move, too. Wait, this is simple. Or no, it's not, because he has rook g4. Oh, rook g4 is happening everywhere. Ooh. Oh, this backfired. Okay, let's play king f2. I completely forgot knight h7, rook g4. It's still very complicated. Because rook h1's coming. His king's still on g6. Queen h4 is a move. I guess king e2. Not what I want, though. I could play g3, maybe. Play king e2. Uh-oh. Oh, this is really bad. My knight's hanging. Play knight h3. Bishop a6 is a move. Please flag. Play this move. His rook is getting trapped. Almost. Kind of. Okay, rook is trapped. Okay, let's do this. I gotta go for g4. Okay, let's expand. This is not good. Gave away the d5 square. Oh dear. Gonna need a miracle here. Oh, this is really, really bad. I wonder if the Greek gift just didn't work. It was probably just a wrong practical decision. Okay, but there's still some slither of hope. It's getting weird. What's going on? Oh, he's queening. Check. Check. No, he's actually queening. Oh, that's so sad. Maybe I can queen. Ah, I got mated. Ah. Man, these games are so insane. I'm down 0-3. Ah, he's playing well. He's handling the complicated positions well. So maybe I should avoid chaos? Because I'm getting, like, the opening is going very well for me. I think every game so far. What? Okay, I'll play the London. But this calls for a Jobava London. So slightly different. Yeah, normally I would play e4, but I guess I'm kind of obliged to play bishop f4. I'll play queen, I guess queen d2 here. Prepare the early bishop h6. c6 is playable. I'm playing f3. Okay. I think he promised me before the match that he wouldn't beat me 8-0. I promised him the same thing. I guess now I've guaranteed my promise. I'll play e4. I don't care about double pawns. It only helps strengthen the center. There might be some weird idea, knight h2, and then f3. Well, probably bishop d3 here. Or no, does that blunder a pawn? It's interesting. I'll play bishop d3. If he takes, then I can take on b5. And takes, I hit the rook in the end. So, and the idea is to me b4 with knight e2. Oh, so he goes for this. And making sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, he has e5. But e5, I can probably just move bishop c4. Because if takes, the queen pins e5 pawn. So it's weird. It looks ugly for white, but black's really underdeveloped. And I still have this potential. I have two bishops too. That's a good move. He wants to play knight e5. So I think the plan is to play f4 eventually. Especially, like, f4 will make h5 stronger because it discourages g5. He wants me to commit to bishop b3, which is actually okay. Knight here, I have queen e2, and still preparing f4. And bishop is nice, keeps the queen side safe. Let's start with f4. Okay, I want to keep the time advantage. Wow, really? Give me the dark squared bishop. What is this? Play f3? I guess it's playable. Like, two knights are actually decent fighters, especially in blitz. But it just seems like the dark squares are going to be exploitable. Hopefully. I play rook d1. Play rook d1. I think the king is safest in the center. It's weird, but... Okay, trade off these guys. Maybe f2 eventually connect the rooks, prepare rook a1. Yeah, he wants to play positional. I'll play king f2. Still idea of rook a1. a7 is a bit vulnerable. I had queen d4 too. It's another idea. I just want to keep the game controlled. Just have to avoid these like messy tactical lines. Okay, let's attack along the a file. So I can't win a7 because the bishop's tied down to defending. That's a good move. Play this. Probably eventually f5. Especially if he castles. I'm liking this position. Ooh, what? Okay, it might get crazy, but hopefully in my favor. Because h7's hanging. Okay, how to break through. Some kind of rook g4. Even rook g5. I could be safe, bishop e3. Let's be safe. Eventually I want to play rook g5. Well, he wants to play queen h2. Nifty. Oh, that's very nifty, actually. I might just be able to take. Essentially trying to call his bluff. I think it's okay. Because if he ever takes on f5, I take with check. Meanwhile, I'm hitting his queen and just king e2. I assume knight g3 doesn't work because I can take it, queen f7, rook h1. That's interesting. I have this move. Yeah, still eyeing f7. Also threatening this because f-pawn's pinned. Oh, tactics. Fossil. There we go. Okay. I won the game. Let's go. Oh, it feels so good. I forgot what it felt like to win. He tried to resist, but he couldn't escape my grip. Okay, that was a nice game. That was more of a pure modern, but it's still fun to play with bishop f4. This early pressure. Okay, so at least I'm on the scoreboard. It's 3-1. The score is right here. I just have to do that, what, 7 more times? Okay. I'm trying to have some momentum. London time, yet again. Oh, I looked up this line. There's a few things I can play. I'll play knight f3. I'll play just a simple setup with queen b3. Bishop d6, I probably leave my bishop on f4. So the drawback of black playing this so early is queen b3 and b7 is undefended. Yeah, so let's go for this. And this is actually a typical structure in London, where white can accept double f-pawns but have a good grip over e5. Interesting. So we simplify a little bit. I probably should have played queen a3 there. Missed opportunity, maybe. Position's still pleasant, though. I think the queen is usually happy on a3. I know it looks a little bit weird, but it pressures this and this. If c4, just bishop c2. Debating knight e5 or g3. Play g3, because if takes, the knight might want to enter d4. This is definitely the most positional game we've had so far. She wants to play some kind of b5. I don't know if I'm so scared. Let's start with rook here, because if c4 I can move the bishop all the way back. And if b5, maybe I can take. Greedy, but interesting. Okay, so this is kind of a decision moment. To take with pawn or knight? Both seem very reasonable. Leaning towards pawn, because it restricts the knight, and the c-file is not too annoying. Can also have knight e5 here, or queen b4. Let's start with queen b4. Time's about level. Okay. Lots of queen trade. So I'm mainly looking at takes and f5. Let's do it. I mean, there's also queen d2. And later f5. Let's actually keep queens on the board, because there's more potential for me to attack. And his queen's a little bit like in the way of the knight. Queen d6 might come. But okay, these are my two main ideas. Maybe along with this and this. Even this is some useful move. Maybe I'll start with h4. So I'm not scared of the square. I'm trying to evaluate the structure if we end up trading. You can even take with other pawn. Kind of like a French structure. Not sure if I'm threatening much there. Bishop b1. Okay, let's start with this. He can't take his bishop h7. Queen b4, interesting. So I could take, there's bishop b5 in the end. It looks pleasant. Because I'm going to try and take over the C file. And probably this right away. It's very positional. B4 could be weak. My A pawn could be weak though too. So there's knight D3 here. And when I take, I defend this pawn. Just have to watch out for time. Knight C4, B3, knight A3. It's actually a little bit annoying because knight C2 in the end. And if I take, time is low. I'm not actually threatening much. Use rook C2. Just preparing to take. And also preparing probably rook C1. Ah. Okay, let's try and simplify. Time is very low. It should still be about equal. I just want to be solid. It's the first goal. Wasn't sure what to do. Maybe rook G1 F3. It's weird. But I want to kick the knight away. Did I blunder? I may have blundered. But I'm not sure. It's getting weird again. Ah. This is not good. So I'm down a pawn. This is really not good. Because he has a better king too. Okay, at least he allowed that. Positional chess. I'm actually not sure how Black makes progress here. Oh, rook d5. Good move. Ah, should have seen that coming too. Ah, I'm losing all my pawns. Oh, that's so sad. B5 coming. Or that. Okay, I'm gonna lose this game. Almost certainly. I'm just trying to find like some counterplay. Like rook f8, please. Okay, here's something. G5, good move. Very nice move. Yeah, there goes all my pawns. Yeah, let's resign. No stalemate traps. That was unfortunate. Positional game, I just got low on time. And it was actually deceivingly tricky with the knight on c4. That'll be one to analyze. But that was a clean game on his part. Yeah, this was a nice tactic. Knight takes f2. Okay. London again. Let's go. I mean, the opening has not been the problem. It's more endgame and time management and tactics. Okay, so with this line, I delay e3 with the hopes of playing e4, e4 in one move. Yeah, this is kind of secret prep. The idea is not so well known among London players because most people just instinctively play e3 too early. So okay, let's go for this. And yeah, black just or white just builds up a nice center. I probably allowed knight c6 here. How bad is this? Oh, that was not a good move to allow. Probably bishop e2 is better. Maybe it's not so bad. I'll play this and just allow the trade. I gave away the bishop pair, but this bishop is not so impressive against these pawns. I just have to take it one game at a time. e5, interesting. So if I take... Taking's interesting, but from a positional standpoint, I'd just rather not. Let's start with bishop d2. Bishop e3 would get hit with knight g4. Play b4 a5. So let's castle. So there's an idea, if f5, there's some knight g5 idea, which of course he prevents. Okay, now I can play b4. We just have a King's Indian type structure. Honestly, it's probably more pleasant to play for black. But we'll see. Start with king h1. I'd love to like prepare c5, but it's not so easy to do. If he plays f4, then it becomes a race to defend and attack. And then f6 is coming. This looks really ugly, but I want to play this in f4. I'm trying to like provoke him to close things down, which he does. It probably didn't really help me in any way. Man. g4 is actually a really interesting move here. It looks so counterintuitive. g4, h5. Maybe the timing doesn't work. Let's play h3 first. g4 is still an idea. The problem is queen h4 ideas. Okay, now he allows it. So the whole point, I just want to close everything down. If the king side closes down, then I can focus on the queen side. And if takes, it's hard for black to break through. So this is a very small victory for me. Yeah, if h5, then I'm just gonna like turtle up f3 Okay, we don't go into that. That's interesting. Takes. I think this is okay. Can always throw in rook f8. Don't think I need to, though. Unless... oh, just have to calculate rook f2. Rook f2 meaning knight f3. Okay, so probably this move. Really gotta manage time. Good move. Idea knight g3, knight f5. He might try h5 and just make things really crazy, but then I win g5. I probably want to play rook g1, knight g3. With g4, I'm also stopping knight h5, which is nice. Okay, let's go for this. Trying to cement the bishop here. It's crazy. That's a good move. I'm trying to simplify. G5 might be weak in the end. But C7's weak too. So if we get some endgame, I have knight b5 in the very end. I stop queen h5. Ooh, that's a good move. Let's take. Have to try this. Yeah, I'm losing this pawn. Oh, this is unpleasant. I'm not even winning c7. I'm not even threatening this because queen h7 check, which is really sad. Let's try and fight. I'm allowing queen h3 too. Oh, this is really brutal. Oh dear. King g4 ran into, or king f3 ran into bishop g4 mate. Okay, still trying. All it takes is one knight fork. Oh, this bishop pair is so strong. My knight's getting trapped, maybe. But actually, probably. Yeah, there goes my knight. Oh, my sad, sad knight. These positions, yeah, no, this is lost. Well played, man. Man, it's 5-1. I regret, yeah, so I regret allowing knight c6 in the opening. But yeah, he got like a very easy position to play. All right. Have to stay mentally strong. Dutch maybe? Oh, this. Okay, let's play. So with this line, I can commit to e3. Expecting knight f6. f5 is also possible. Yeah, so I'll just employ, with this I'll just employ a very traditional London setup. I think the queen sometimes likes to go to b3, but the bishop will go to d3. There's some idea h3, rook g1, g4. So maybe not like super traditional. I like the fact he's thinking. Oh, actually, I was looking at this line like right before the match started. He played Alejandro Ramirez in this line on chess.com. And he used this idea. Ramirez just left the bishop on f4. I just remember the engine saying to take. I think I'll go for this idea. Interesting. So if I take, g4 might be playable here. It's kind of crazy. And knight e4 is actually kind of annoying. If I take, maybe rook f1. I'm gonna play rook f1. It looks weird, but I'm just over defending the pawn. I want to castle queenside. And this is what happens when I show my cards. But I'm going to castle anyway. I don't really mind the pawn storm. Even like the pawn gets to a3, I'll play b3. Eventually I want to get in this move f3. I'm going to try and keep the time advantage too. So I'm threatening to win a pawn, expecting d5. And then maybe knight g1 there. Yeah, let's go for h3. Yeah, I want to keep the queenside closed, as closed as possible. Always play king b1. Oh, he wants to play knight b4, which is kind of annoying to stop, but I have this move. And a3 is loose, also this pawn is loose. So I think he just missed knight c4. So if queen e7, I can probably take on b6 even. Interesting. So if I take, I would like to take. It's not so simple. That was a very resourceful move. So if I take, and d5 comes. Hey, maybe can I take on a3? Probably not, because knight b4. Wow. That was a really nice move. have to move though. Takes. I could sack. Actually, wait a minute. Maybe I can do this. Let's try this. Because the pawns are still forked. I spent all my time there, though. I played knight e1 to stop knight d3. That's annoying. Oh, Black's gonna start throwing punches. Knight b4, queen b2. I'm still alive, kind of.
I can't find the song
Alexa, quiet.
punches like.
Knight c2 still. Or the other knight comes to c2. Other knight comes to c2 would be nice. He's trying to complicate things, especially with my time situation. Idea b5. Being extra safe. I want to play f3. I'm okay trading on b4. Bishop d3, king a1. And such a passive game. Wow, really? Does that work? I don't know if it works. It might work. We might just be trading though. Maybe there's some perpetual. Now white should be better here. Try and gain some time. Oh, this could be a long endgame grind. White's definitely better. Trying to induce d5. Also, my b pawn's a pass pawn, which I kind of forgot about. So I just want to roll with the b pawn. And put a rook on b2 eventually. Don't make me. A safe move. I can just check and queen, or I can just queen immediately. Okay, wow, what a game. So I survived a very vicious attack, and then somehow managed to win. Okay. So 2 to 5. So only have to take it one game at a time. Next time I probably won't take on d6 if we repeat that line. Okay, this is Komsky's line. I was actually looking at this a little bit last night. The idea is just to leave the bishop here and develop normally. Komsky's been playing this a lot online, been streaming too. What is this move? Oh, he wants to play queen c7. The c4 actually looks attractive here. Because with queen c7, then I play c5, and I just get the bishop, get initiative. So b6. Yeah, now the knight develops a little bit more actively. There's a typical trap, knight d7, knight takes f7. He's not going to fall for it, but it's useful to know. And queen e7 makes sense. So queen a4 actually looks attractive here, because I'm tying down the knight to defending the pawn. I'm also pinning the pawn, so that doesn't matter too much. And bishop d3 looks active. If takes, I take with queen. Otherwise, if I take with a minor piece, I get forked. I guess he wants to play b5. Gonna have to allow it. Just do this. b5 I take. Okay, so we go into this. Yeah, this has some like Moran Slav resemblance. He wants to play c5 eventually. Maybe even right now. But c5, maybe I just take. Life goes on. I like the move knight e4 here. It's a typical idea before black's committed to c5. And I pressure the bishop. If I get a bishop to e4, or just like this diagonal, then the c pawn can be weak and pinned. I'm also unleashing the rook. He wants to play knight g4. Okay, I have to take. Then I'll probably think knight g4, queen c3. That's also a move. I don't need to retreat. I could play this immediately, actually. Yeah, I'm okay if we trade. I'm also okay if I win a free bishop. I'm actually threatening to take and win the pawn too, if rook b8. Okay, so that defends. I have queen c2, so I might be winning a pawn. There's knight b4 to worry about. Not super simple. I'll start with this. So the calculation is h6 takes, takes, knight b4. Oh, knight b4 I can just take on b6. Takes on d3. Yeah, let's just go for this. Don't want to waste time. Really, the ball is in his court too. And I'll just react to whatever he does. So knight a4. That's a move. I was thinking b3. b3, knight b4, rook d6. Knight c5, bishop e1. Let's do it. There's also bishop e4, but probably doesn't work. So let's go for this. Wow. Probably a3. Yeah, the knights are very strange, but weirdly effective. What to do? Maybe g4? Just looped for the king. So I'm up a pawn, but it's still kind of complex. I just want my king to join the party. Takes. Probably gonna have to take. Unless I leave it there. Let's actually leave it there. Worst case scenario, I lose the pawn back. It should still be equal. But I'm not sure how he wins the pawn back. Okay, that's a useful move. Let's bring the king in even more. Eventually h4, g5. And keep the files closed. Now the bishop actually has a nice square now. Oh, he's winning. Is he winning it? The king takes. It's gonna get weird. If he wins it, he's better. He's also flagging almost. And g5 was a useful move. Yeah, okay. Trying to survive this position. Yeah, Black's definitely better here. Wow. Wait, what? Does that work? Can win a5. I'll just be safe. Ah, allowing knight c4. Should still be a draw. I have the worst side of this, though. It should still be a draw. Better be a draw. g5. Check. Is this going to be our first draw? Probably. Okay, it's a draw. All right. That was a hard-fought game. I'm probably better around here and then just allowed this. I'm not sure. Maybe I have something better. That was a time scramble. What was the opening there? Oh yeah, it was this 95 line. I was happy with that line. All right. Waiting for next game to start. Yeah, that was actually a very pleasant position from the opening. Okay. London again. I'm not really getting tired of the London. I think he's mixing it up every game. I'll play this line. I think, yeah, I know what to expect now. Yeah, he's gonna take, and yeah, bishop. So this is the main thing I prepared. G6 and knight d3, key move. G4 is also a move there. But knight d3, it's, I think objectively, like, white has a small advantage. Yeah, so the line here is g3, knight f5, bishop f4. I'm pretty sure Levy had a game against Chiyu in a similar line. b6 is interesting. Because he wants to play bishop a6. I think I just allow it. And knight f3. I'm allowing knight f5 though. Okay, there's queen a4, but that's not good yet. Yeah, he's going for e5, which is definitely a typical idea. Might be playable here, I'm not sure. The problem with e5, it weakens d5. Okay. So bishop f4. Bishop f4. Can I count? I'm covering that enough times. A lot of central pressure. Like, most of my pieces are controlling e5. And his pieces too. If he can't play e5, then it's, oh, wait, what? Ooh. Okay, I should probably take on d6. I kind of missed that. I don't think it's so bad, though. I'll take back if he takes my bishop. If he keeps his bishop, I keep my bishop. Then I'll have the bishop pair. So I'll have the bishop pair. Question is where to move the bishop. Bishop f4. Calculating e5 takes rook e4, queen b3. Okay, never mind. Okay, a4 is a typical move. And someday I might want to play a5. Another idea is to put the queen on a2 in the event of knight a5. He plays knight a5 early. I think I'm okay with trading, because he can't play e5. And there's pressure along the e-file, his knight's restricted by my knight. Might want to play b4 even. h4 also, he might play g5 here, bishop e3. I think queen f3 is a nice move to throw in. feel like we're both solid. Probably we're both happy. Okay, so we can trade. Oh, a4. That's interesting. I'm thinking b3. b3 bishop d2. It looks weird, but the pawn will be defended. Pawns are grinning. Could even play rook e2 first. We both have kind of a backwards pawn. Yeah, objectively this should be close to equal, but it's going to be a fight. Eventually things will probably get crazy. Let's start with h3. Maybe f4. No, f4 just allows this. h3 was probably not a good move. Let's go a little bit crazy. Idea a5 eventually. Some idea of taking doesn't quite work though. And knight d6 could be coming. I'm just trying to poke some hole. Like now this is slightly weak. I think h4 is called for. If knight e4, I might even play f3. Interesting. Play f3 right away. I'm threatening to take and win the pawn. Okay, let's move back. I'm trying to fight for something more than just a draw. Eventually g4 maybe. Timing has to be precise though. That's annoying. So e6 is pressured. Okay, let's go. There we go. Free rook is always nice. Yeah, the position was all about patience. We'll put the bishop on f2 and go for g4. Or just go for this. So always have to be careful. Okay. Okay. It takes a lot of work to win a game. I guess that's the nature of chess. That was a nice game, though, I think. Very, very positional. Like, kind of, things settled down after the opening. Yeah, he played a different move order that game. Yeah, he might just take and play a CARO KANN. Yeah. I know he's capable of playing this. So here and here are the two main moves. Oh, g6. Yeah, I saw he plays this. I think in general, white just plays solidly, and the bishop has a hard time developing, unless it develops to f5. But it's a little bit awkward with the g-pawn. Yeah, actually, I looked at this line briefly before the match. Okay, so the bishop develops. I'm not quite sure what it does. He might want to play knight e4. I'm just going to hold my ground. Like, maybe at the right moment, I can go for... Actually, let's take with queen. I can go for like g4 or knight h4 and question the bishop. There's some idea of bishop h6, but the bishop on g7 is just undermined by the pawns. Ooh, f6. So in general, c4 is the response to f6. c4 allows bishop e4. Maybe just bishop f1, even bishop d3. I'll play bishop d3. I just want to stop e5 and make f6 look like a bad move. So I unleash the rook. I have... Wait, can you still play that? Can you play e5? Don't think it works. There's some weird stuff on the f file. The e5 takes. Oh, rook f3. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, this is kind of troublesome. Bishop g... Wow. I'm in trouble. Okay, so I have to go for this. I have to go for this bishop g5 line. At least I win d5. That's not great to allow. I'm expecting rook f3. And it's rook and pawn for two minors if we go into this line. Line is takes, king h8. Actually, maybe it's not so bad, because the knight and bishop are actually really misplaced. And the rook's out of play too. But in general, knight and bishop are preferable. He's probably considering queen d7 here. But then I at least have a move to escape e4. Actually, queen... Okay, so he goes for this. Wait a minute, can I play queen d... Queen d2 doesn't work, rook f6. Even bishop f6. Okay, let's take. So rook d8 could be coming. Thinking queen f7. Or just rook e2, probably just rook e2. Useful move. f2 will be safe, or safer. f4 could be interesting. f4 might help Black more than it helps me, though. Let's keep piling up. Thinking queen b5. So keeping pressure on b7 and e5. Some idea of f4. Maybe now queen c4. Play a4 too, or h4. There's so many moves to consider. I'll start with a4. I'm just trying to make like a small improvement. I keep my time steady as well. Maybe b4 here. Oh, he wants to do tricky things. Ooh. Okay, let's move the queen away. I think he was threatening this. Oh, that was very tricky. Okay. I'll try this. The king should be on h1, so when I play f4, there's no danger. Okay, so attacking the pawn. I'm preparing f4, almost, kind of. f4. Let's go for it. Not super confident in this, but we'll see. Ooh, good move. Rook d2, rook e2. To rely on some tricks. Wait, what? Oh, good move. Try this. Ah, that's not working. Ah. Try this. Oh, my rook. I got forked. Oh, that was a really weird position. Bishop f6 was useful because it defended the rook and threatened my rook. I didn't quite have time. Maybe I should have went for this idea. Yeah, it wasn't quite in time to play e6. That's unfortunate, but that's life. Okay, still in the match. I can't lose another game. At 3.5 to 6.5. I really don't want to gift him 20 subs. So I'll need to win. I basically need to win 4 in a row. All right, let's try and stay focused. And not, yeah, this game I just allowed e5. So bishop d3, so I probably should play bishop b5 here, which actually prevents e5. I was kind of scared of bishop e4. So I guess maybe I just underestimated this move. Are we starting another game? Maybe. I don't know what's going on. The games have been starting automatically, so let me check the chat. Or maybe this is just a small break. A moment of silence for my position. Yeah, so the opening really hasn't been the problem. It's more, it's like every game is determined later on. Maybe he can challenge me? Okay, oh, there we go. Okay. So now the whole match is on the line. We'll see what he's up to. This is a move a lot of beginners play. Honestly, not a great move. But playable, I guess. F6. I'm wondering if I can make c4 work. Does c4 work here? c4 takes... Usually c4 looks nice. I've never seen... I don't think I've seen knight c6 f6 like so soon. Wow. Oh, I guess this is playable. I was thinking I could take. Oh dear. Okay, I have to calculate. Bishop g3. Bishop b4 is going to be coming. This is fascinating if it works. I think just bishop g3. It was definitely making me think. Okay, expecting this move. That may be queen a4. I do feel a little bit pressured here. Like sensing a little bit of danger. Knight f3. I probably butchered the opening already. Knight f3. Okay. So pressuring e5. If he takes on d4, I take with knight. Well, this shouldn't be so bad. If he takes on c4, I take on e5. Yeah, it'd be more dangerous if like the knight can come to e4, which it can't. I'm threatening queen h5 in some variation. Ooh. So we're gonna have a French position. Okay, I'm fine with trading. A flexible move. Let's see what he does against b7. Oops. Because b6 is very weakening. b6 probably queen a4. Probably still queen a4. Calculating castling, rook takes b7. Doesn't quite work though, unfortunately. Play bishop e2. Could probably castle here. If takes, I take with bishop. Looking at c5. Connect 4. Oh, I blundered though. Oh, that knight takes d4. Oh, that's really bad. Oh no, knight takes d4, queen takes d4. It doesn't work. Okay. It's still alive. Maybe f4? Not super pretty. Yeah, this is actually really ugly, because f4 could be coming. Yeah, I can play f4 myself. Still have to watch out for this tactic. Oh yeah, knight d4, queen d4. Eventually I want to play c4. I can probably build it up. Do a knight f1. Let's build it up one more move. Apply some pressure from all directions. I like this position. That was a bad decision. But maybe it's okay, I can take with pawn. I'll get the c file, or win d5. Okay. Good move. Oh no. Might still be winning this. Yeah, this is winning. Just F pawn goes marching. Wow, okay. I don't know what happened in that game. I thought I was about to lose. There was some rook g2 idea. I managed to trade things off. Crazy game. Okay. Life goes on. So just take it one game at a time. One game at a time. Maybe deciding what line to play. Or maybe he's recovering from the previous game. I'll play this line. There's a few options here. I'm actually curious what he's playing in this line. Queen c7. So the idea is to take and then just knight f3. Yeah, I'm fine with this. And then usually the plan is e4. It's kind of a new way of playing, but it's a fun way of playing. There's also queen a4. Queen a4 to prepare g4, g5. Or just queen h4 and then push the pawn. I didn't look at this like right before the match, but this is a line or like a kind of type of position I've looked at before, and I understand the main ideas. Like, these are basically the two main ideas, along with the queen swing. And when black commits to h6, and g5 can be very strong, especially with the rook on the half-open file. And for the time being, e5 is prevented. We might see knight c6 or knight d7, then e5. I'm realizing e5 actually comes quite quickly. So queen h4, e5. I have e4 there, but then g4 is prevented. So I might want to play e4 right away. Yeah, which maybe I shouldn't have played queen a4. It didn't really... Yeah, this didn't work the way I wanted it to. I guess queen c2 here. It's still playable. Got this break in. I might castle queenside. I might also castle kingside. Probably should castle kingside unless knight b3. Knight b3 is a move. Arguing the knight is a bit misplaced. Queen e2 here. Or even... I can't castle yet. I'm the castle kingside. We'll keep it positional. try and maintain my time advantage. So rook c8, queen e2. I guess I want to take when I get the chance. Maybe I should have taken, probably should have taken right away. But I'm okay if black takes me. Takes. Looks okay. Could very well get some IQP position, which would be very pleasant. It's interesting. Am I winning a pawn? Bishop e4. Bishop e4, f5. Oh, but I can... He's so tricky. Maybe queen e2. So if he takes bishop e5, I have c4. I'm attacking the knight, defending everything. He's going to have some initiative, like bishop c6, rook d8, a4, a5. But white's clearly better here. Okay, probably this move. Just want to trade queens and get a knight to d4. Or just knight on d4 regardless. Probably doesn't make sense to take that. Maybe it does. It's queen e4. I'll play queen f4. And then knight d4 coming. Probably rook e1, rook d1. That's a move. Don't really want to play f4. It's actually a really annoying move. This is not the move I wanted to play. But all I want is knight on d4. Okay. Oh, his time is very low. Mm-hmm. I should have taken. Here we go. Is there mate? Not quite seeing mate. The king's in a mating net. That's mate. Okay, that was nice. Yeah, yeah. I felt in control most of that game, but it was it was kind of intense and crazy. And then time got low. Okay, so it's getting closer. I just want to focus on playing good moves and not worry too much about the score. Okay, London time yet again. What? Okay, I'll play this. I'll play c4. See what he's up to. Yeah, this is actually an interesting variation. I'm assuming we're not going to transpose. So one purpose of knight fd2 is that, okay, I'm preserving knight c3. I'm also enabling f3. And now the square is under control. Though e5 could be coming. Okay, let's play knight c3. e5 is very likely coming. Maybe casting queenside. It looks risky, but why not? Maybe like bishop g5 and and go for e4. Or maybe just e3. Could even play bishop h4 here. Actually, let's take. Because I didn't want the other knight coming into f6. Yeah, gonna try and play as controlled as possible. Always play king b1. Probably bishop d3 coming next. And eventually they'll try and poke and prod. Now g4 can be slightly difficult to get in. I unleash the queen to help defend the pawn. So I'm kind of preparing e4. But e4 is probably no good because he responds eventually with e5. Interesting. I have knight e2. I'll play knight e2. Also play queen f2. Can allow that. Not entirely sure how to respond to this. I play knight g3. Maybe that's the way to go. Just pressure the pawn. If f4 I take and I get the e4 square. I'm leaving some tension. I might want to play f4 myself, actually. A positional move. And f5 is currently attacked. Rook, queen f2. Queen f2 kind of runs into f4. But let's start with this, giving him some options. Because f4 is risky because g6 is on loose. I might just want to build up like rook d2, put another rook in the center. I'm still keeping f4 in mind. Okay, never mind. I could take either way. And keep the knight restricted. Now, I'm not quite threatening knight f5, but it's a tactic to keep in mind. So rook e1 is interesting. Just trying to fight for the e-file. I just want to double up. This queen is so close to being trapped. Knight e2 doesn't quite work. Okay, let's go for this. Could end up trading off everything. Not so ideal. My knight's very misplaced. Interesting. Well, that's a good move. I have to try this. Just simplify. I'm probably worse here. Black's just more active. Pawns are fixed on light squares. Probably a draw would be a good result. King d4 doesn't scare me. f4 scares me. Don't do it. Oh, not looking good. Try and trade off everything. Am I drawing this? I think I'm drawing this. He's going to be annoying though. Knights in time. Check. Yeah, this is a draw. Okay. Barely survived this. Okay, survived it. So it's 6-7. So now he basically has draws. If he draws, he wins the match. If I win, I don't know what happens. I guess if I win, we play one more. Wow. Okay. Man. It's getting close. This line again. I'll play f3 this time. And bishop d7 is a good move. I should have looked at this closer beforehand. The c5 is coming. Okay, let's play a3. So it's actually just kind of a Jobava London. This isn't so bad. And queen d2. Oh, maybe I should have included knight b5. Okay, let's go for g4. So I'm basically going for this setup. This is not what I'm used to playing, but it looks playable. Bishop's on d7, arguably a little bit passive. And knight always has a square here. Can reroute to f2 in the future. Debating whether to play h4, maybe just king h1 first. Play king h1 first and then later h4. So I want to play rook d1. And bishop e5 is actually interesting. Actually, knight d1 also. Maybe I'll play knight d1. Simple idea, c3, reroute. The current setup is a little bit awkward. He could hit me with eventually knight c4. Oh, my pawn's hanging. But do I care? I kind of care. I'll play h5. Yeah, e5 might be coming. e5, bishop e3, even takes in d5 is a bit loose. And bishop's defended. Bishop's even more defended. Oh, I got forked. Aye, okay. Must-win situation too. I saw c4, I just didn't see b3. Blind spot. I mean, it's still okay for a must-win situation, because the rooks are a bit out of play. Just a question how I deal with how to actually create an attack. Knight g3. Play rook e1 first. Yeah, I want to keep as much tension as possible. h5. So the idea is to play f4. That's my idea. It's really difficult to play this down material and to play for a win. I'm trying though. Knight c5. Good move. Let's go for this. Just take this way. So bishop d3. Really? I thought this just wins a pawn, but it gives black more targets. Rook c8 or that. Oof. I'm gonna need a miracle. Knight f5 is a hope. I'm running out of hope though. Just stop queen f2. Okay, there's one trick. Queen e7 takes knight f5. There's also h6, which is a major idea. The pawn is hanging. He didn't take it. Okay. No! Wait. No! Ah! Oh, that's so sad. This should be a draw, though. Wait, what happens if he flags? No, I take a draw. Oh, good game. Nice match. That was close. Man, this final endgame, we kind of both choked. Like, we both gave each other so many chances. It should be winning here, I assume. So I calculated here, takes e7, bishop b5. And I'm actually not sure. There might be some way to win. I'm not sure, though. That was a good match, though. Let me say hi to chat. Oh, hi, chat. Chat is still here. Okay, I'll turn back on. Okay, a few things to do. First of all, congratulations to Levy. That was very hard fought. I'm happy that it wasn't 8-0. I was like as close as it probably could have been. It's coming down to the end. And yeah, I probably should have lost this game a lot more easily. Oh, thank you. Down DD. Yeah, alert box is now back on. I thought I changed the sound from alert box, but maybe not. I think that, so the London's probably still a very much a live opening. Because all the games this match were not determined in the opening. Yeah, especially this game. So I'm actually really curious in this line. Sometimes when black has a G-pawn, it can still be winning. Hello?
Hey, Eric.
Hey, nice match. That was topsy-turvy.
Yeah, 1 sec. I'm pulling you up. Okay. Oh, dude, I feel like I just like had the longest blood draw of my life.
Me too. Yeah. Well, at least in the beginning, I felt like I was just dying game after game after game, and then somehow, I don't know, you revitalized me, and then this finish was a bit crazy.
It was the game where I hung the rook, Queen A6 B5. I think that was.
Oh yeah.
That was because I felt like I was pressuring, and then.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, momentum shifted for sure.
We had some plans to analyze positions. I don't know if that's still the plan.
Yeah, like this was like exhausting.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
completely okay letting people in the future YouTube comments spit out their analysis, and I mean, there's so many moments, but I think overall all the games were determined much later beyond the opening.
Yes. Like people in my chat are like, is this the end of the London system? I'm like, well, considering I came literally to the borderline of losing this match, probably not. Also, I thought I mixed it up. I think I played a different setup every game.
Which was impressive.
I was running out of options. Like some had little F5 moves, some had G6, but yeah, even early on, like I wasn't getting dominant positions from the opening or anything like that. I mean, it was just games, and then that was it. So
yeah, I mean, I think like all the openings were, and they just led to fights. I don't know. I'll probably go back. Like this is probably a very good, I guess, learning experience to delve into theory a bit more deeply, and to find, like, I was trying to play some tricky ideas, that are maybe a bit more offbeat, and some lines I actually prepared beforehand with the engine, but nothing
Oh.
too specific.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I was very perplexed. You had a very early knight c3, and I had to play bishop
Mm.
b4. And then you gifted me, and somehow I didn't lose.
Yeah, I actually don't know if that was objectively the best option. It was wild though. It's like one thing to analyze
Yeah.
when we have more energy.
Yeah, I like a lot of stuff is happening in the background in my apartment as well. Like I was like supposed to end. Well, it wasn't supposed to end. There was a very legitimate chance this could have gone 3 hours, and I was just like really hoping that it wouldn't, but it did, and now we're here. Yeah, I'll probably just hang out with my chat. Are you planning to stream more?
So no, I'm ending things. I'll have to wipe away my tears and then give you some subs. So yeah, I can't give you on this. I have to give you from my laptop. So I'll probably end my stream and then share some love. So I guess and that way people in my chat will go to your stream, then they'll have a chance of getting a sub gift.
Oh, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I was battling a few weird chatters who were trying to go back and forth and spread intel. That was my but it's kind of odd.
I had my chat completely turned off.
Oh wow!
Except at the very beginning, I couldn't figure out how to turn it off, but eventually I did, and then I tried to stay focused. But
yeah, I have it open just in case someone writes something bad.
Oh sure,
I have to mod it. So
I know what you mean.
But yeah, this was great, and if we ever want to have a rematch.
Oh yeah, after I recover, someday I'll get revenge one way or another.
I could play London. You could play Black.
That could be interesting. Yeah. Then we'll see if it's the fault of the opening or the fault of the player.